Let's answer some word problems on grade 8 mathematics. So this is about age, work problems, and simple problems, integer problems. Moving on to example number 2, ito naman is about integer problem. So half of the product of two consecutive integers is 21. What are the integers? So first, ano yung mga facts na alam natin? We know that the numbers are consecutive. Ibig sabihin ng consecutive, magkasunod. Okay? And half of the products of the integers is 21. So kalahati nung product, pag pinag-multiply mo sila, dapat 21. Note that integers yung hinahanap dito. So let's represent. Since alam natin na consecutive integers sila, so we can let n be the first integer. Sorry, integer lang yan. And n plus 1 be the second integer. Kasi magkasunod, di ba? N, tapos susunod, n plus 1. Di ba if we have 2, tapos susunod sa kanya 3, di ba magdadagdag tayo ng 1? So, ganyan yung ginawa natin dito. N para sa first integer, n plus 1 para sa second integer. Now, what do we wish to find? We wish to find the integers. Ano nga ba yung mga integers na yon? Na may property na yung consecutive sila at half nung product nila is 21. So, let's solve. Sabi niya dyan, kalahati nung product, this is the product, n times n plus 1, dapat daw 21. So, by order of operations, unahin muna natin itong nasa loob. Ano nga ba ito? N times n plus 1 is equal to, i-distribute lang natin yung n sa loob ng parenthesis, which gives us n squared plus n. Or we can rewrite that as ito, di ba? Ito times yung 1 kaya magiging n squared plus n divided by 2. So pwede nating i-rewrite ito as this one. Okay? That is equal to 21. To get rid of 2 dito sa baba, we have to multiply 2 sa lahat. Okay? So 2 times ito is equal to 2 times ito, which will cancel 2, okay, and will leave us, eto na lang siya, n squared plus n equals 42. So ngayon, meron tayong quadratic function dito, okay, and to solve quadratic functions, kailangan nating i-transpose itong 42 na to doon sa kabila, and by transposing, okay, mag-change yung kanyang sign. So since ito positive, pag nilipat natin doon, magiging negative. So that becomes now n squared plus n minus 42 is equal to 0. Now let's factor. Ano nga bang factors nito? Okay? Ang factors niyan ay n minus 6 times n plus 7. Okay? So para i-factor to, mag-isip kayo ng number na kapag minultiply natin, negative 42, pero pag pinag-plus natin, 1. Ito yung nasa gitna dito. Okay? So, di ba tama to? Negative 6 times 7 equals negative 42. Tapos, negative 6 plus 7 equals 1. Yun yung nasa gitna. Kaya ito yung kanyang factors. This means that meron tayong dalawang values for n. First, we have n minus 6 equals 0 or n sub 1 equals 6. At pangalawa, n plus 7 equals 0 or n sub 2 equals negative 7. Now, let's see, ano ba yung mga facts na alam natin dito? So, we have the width of a rectangle is 7 meters less than twice its length and that its area is 30 square meters. Now, let's represent. We let x be the length and 2x minus 7 be the width. Kaya sabi niya dito, 7 meters less daw than twice the length yung kanyang width. So, 7 less than twice the length yung kanyang width. So what do we wish to find? We want to find the dimensions of the rectangle. Now we solve. We know that the area is equal to length times width. Okay? So ang area natin ay 30, ang length natin ay x, at ang width natin ay 2x minus 7. Okay? Now, by distributing x over this, we have 2x squared minus 7x. Again, we have a quadratic function here. So, ilipat natin ngayon itong 30 doon sa kabila. So, we transpose, magiging negative 30 na siya. So, we have 2x squared minus 7x minus 30 equals 0. Or, that is just equal to 2x squared minus 7x minus 30 equals 0. Pinagbaliktad ko lang sila. Kasi 'di ba may property ang equation na kahit pagbaliktarin mo sila, parehas pa rin yung magiging sagot. Now, we will factor this. Ano ang factors nito ngayon? That is 2x plus 5 times x minus 6. Okay? This means we have two values of x. First, 2x plus 5 equals 0 or x sub 1 equals negative 5 over 2. Yung isa naman, x minus 6 is equal to 0 or x sub 2 is equal to 6. Notice here that yung isang value natin negative. We are talking about length and width. We know that lengths and widths or dimensions of a figure are always positive. Ibig sabihin, hindi ito pwede. So we only have x equals 6. And if x equals 6, then 2x minus 7 is equal to 5. So which means that the length of the rectangle is 6 meters while its width is 5 meters. Example number 4 is work problem. So working alone, Mario can clean the store in 5 hours. If Leia helps, it will take them 4 hours to clean the store. Question: how many hours will it take Leia to clean the store alone? So kapag si Mario lang, 5 oras siya maglilinis. Pag dalawa sila ni Leia, 4 na oras silang maglilinis. So tinatanong dito, paano kung si Leia lang yung maglilinis ng store? Ilang oras siya matatapos? So what are the facts? Alam natin na if Mario works alone, 5 hours na nga abutin niya. And if they work together, it will take them 4 hours. Now, let's represent. Anong hinahanap natin? Yung number of hours na matatapos ni Leia yung paglilinis sa store alone. Therefore, we let x be the number of hours for Leia to clean the store alone. Yung siya lang. Now, for our solution, eto medyo tricky siya. This is our equation. So, what does this equation mean? Okay? Saan galing yung 1/5? Saan galing yung 1 over x? Sinasabi nito na, di ba 5 hours maglilinis si Mario kung siya lang, di ba? Ibig sabihin, in 1 hour or 1 part of the job, okay, 1/5 na yung kanyang matatapos. Okay? 1 part of the job yon. Eto naman si Leia, ilang oras siya maglilinis? Alone. X, hindi natin alam. Okay? So, one part of the job na natapos ni Leia in X hours, yun yung 1 over X. Okay? Ngayon, kung yung parts na yan na nagawa ni Mario at nagawa ni Leia ay pinagsama natin, okay, matatapos daw nila in 4 hours. Kaya merong 4 doon. So, this means that 1, completed na yung ating work. Okay? Part ni Mario plus part ni Leia times kung ilang oras sila together na naglinis equals tapos ang trabaho. Ngayon, kung ipapasok natin si 4 doon sa loob ng parenthesis by distribution, that is equal to 4 over 5 plus 4 over x equals 1. Ngayon, i-separate natin itong merong variable from the rest, yung walang variable. So, we will transpose 4 over 5 doon sa kabila. At alam natin na pag nag-transpose tayo, mag-change siya ng sign. So, that becomes 4 over x equals 1 minus 4/5. Or kapag sinimplify natin yung 1 minus 4/5, that becomes 1/5. Okay, so we have 4 over x equals 1/5. Then, by cross multiplication, we have 4 times 5 is 20 equals x times 1 is x. So we have 20 equals x. Or, that is just equal to x equals 20. Therefore, what is our answer? Leia will take 20 hours to clean the store alone. 20 hours. What? 20 hours? Gano'ng kalaki ang store na yan? Now, moving on to example number 5, ito naman ay about age problem. So, Uncle Pedro is twice as old as Mila. In 20 years, Mila will be 2/3 as old as Uncle Pedro. How old is Mila now? What do we know? We know that Uncle Pedro is twice as old as Mila. In 20 years, Mila will be 2/3 as old as Uncle Pedro. So what do we wish to find? The age of Mila now. In this kind of problems, it is very important that we set up a table. Gagawa tayo ng table para hindi tayo malito. Okay, anong ilalagay natin sa table natin? Ito yung ating mga representations, including yung age nila ngayon at age nila in 20 years. So here, ang age ni Mila ay X kasi hindi natin alam. Okay? Tapos, yung age naman ni Uncle Pedro, since sabi niya dyan, twice as old as Mila, so we have 2X. Yun yung age nila now. Ngayon, ano yung age nila in 20 years? Ibig sabihin, from their age now, magdadagdag tayo ng 20 years. Kaya ito yung nandito. Yung age ni Mila in 20 years, we have X plus 20. At yung age ni Uncle Pedro in 20 years is 2X plus 20. Now we are ready to solve. Okay? Gagamitin natin actually itong statement na ito para isulat yung ating equation. How? Sabi niya dyan, in 20 years, ibig sabihin nun, titingin tayo dito sa part na to, in 20 years. Okay? Mila, anong age ni Mila in 20 years? That is X plus 20. Okay? Mila will be means equals, okay, 2/3. Alam natin 2/3 is just 2/3. As old as Uncle Pedro. Ito namang age ni Uncle Pedro in 20 years. Kasi sabi kanina in 20 years. So doon tayo titingin. So magiging ganito siya. In 20 years, dito tayo tumingin sa 20 years. Mila, ito yung age ni Mila in 20 years, will be 2/3 as old as Uncle Pedro. So ngayon, ipasok natin ngayon tong 2/3 dito sa loob ng parenthesis, i-distribute natin, that come 2 times 2x over 3 is 4x, then 2/3 times 20 is 40 over 3. Now, lahat ng may x, pag samasamahin natin, lahat ng walang x, pag samasamahin natin. So, ilipat natin ngayon tong x na to doon sa kabila. At ito naman, ilipat natin sa kabila. Okay? Remember, pag naglipat, mag-change ng sign. So, that becomes 20 minus 40 over 3 equals 4/3 x minus x. Pag ginawa natin ngayon yan ng mga similar fractions, 60 over 3, yun yung 20 kanina, minus 40 over 3 is equal to 4 over 3x minus 3 over 3x. So, ginawa lang natin siyang similar fractions para mas madali sa atin na mag-perform ng operation. So, in this case now, if we simplify this, this is now equal to 20 over 3, and this is now equal to 1/3 x. Alam natin na kung meron tayong same na denominator, pwede natin siyang tanggalin. Okay? So, we now have x equals 20. So, what does that mean? Then, our answer is, Mila is 20 years old now. So, 20 pala si Mila ngayon. At si Uncle Pedro ay 40 years old. Finally, again on work problems, working alone, Fidel can mow the lawn in 36 minutes, while Jonah can do it in 45 minutes. If they work together, how long will it take them to finish mowing the lawn? So, alam natin na pag si Fidel lang ang nag-work, matatapos niya yung pag-mow ng lawn in 36 minutes. Pag si Jonah lang din naman ang nag-work, matatapos niya in 45 minutes. Ngayon, ano ang representation natin? We will let x be the number of minutes it will take them to mow the lawn together. Kasi yun ang hinahanap natin, di ba? Ilang minutes kapag silang dalawa na. Let's solve. Tulad nung sabi ko kanina, yung parts nung both, kapag individually sila nag-work, yun ang ilalagay natin. So first, si Fidel, nag-work siya in 36 minutes alone. So one part of that is 1 over 36. While Jonah's part naman, since 45 minutes siya nag-work, then we have 1 over 45. So, part ni Fidel plus part ni Jonah times kung ilang oras sila nag-work together. Di ba hindi natin alam ilang oras sila nag-work together? And that is now equal to job completed. Okay, gawin nating similar fraction nito. This becomes 180 ang kanilang LCD. So, we have 5 plus 4 over 180 times x equals 1 is equal to 9 over 180 times x equals 1. Or if we simplify, that is 1 over 20x equals 1. Or pwede natin i-rewrite yan as yung x dito, ilagay natin siya dito sa taas. I-times natin kay 1, kaya magiging x over 20 equals 1. Now, by cross multiplication, eto meron tayong 1 dito, di ba? Di ba any number ang kanyang denominator ay 1? So, by cross multiplication, that is just equal to x times 1 is x, 20 times 1 is 20. So, that is x equals 20. Therefore, our answer is, working together, it would take Fidel and Jonah 20 minutes to finish mowing the lawn.